And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Cancer for 2024. I don't want to get your hopes up, but for the vast majority of you, this should be a good year. But speaking as a Cancerian myself, our capacity for self-sabotage, shooting ourselves in the foot and simply not taking chances because I don't feel like it, is famous. So I am going to kick backside here. Let's get the basics out of the way. The sun will move into Cancer for summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere on the 20th of June this year, and this will happen at 8 minutes to 9 in the evening, 8 minutes to 10 in the evening UK time. Mercury will move into Cancer on the 17th of June, and it will stay there for a couple of weeks. Venus will move into Cancer on the 17th of June also, and it will stay there for about 3.5 weeks. Mars will move into Cancer on the 4th of September, and it will then stay there until the very beginning of November. This suggests that September and October are likely to be quite dynamic. Lot more physical energy than is normally the case. Get up and go, drive, vitality, libido, everything to do with enthusiasm and physical energy output seems to be on the up in September and October. But here's the bonuses. Well, I say the bonuses, 95% bonuses. There's one that's not a bonus. Let's deal with that one first. If you're born at the very, very end of Cancer, 21st of June, 21st of July, sometimes the 22nd, depending which year you were born, Pluto is still opposite your Sun. And that will continue for another year. So if you're born at the very end of Cancer, then you've still got a year of ongoing transformation, regeneration and rebirth to go through. Neptune will continue its year to 2-year-long trine to the Sun of those of you born around the 17th and 18th of June. Although this will finish, 17th, 18th of July, I'm sorry. This will finish around mid-March of this year. And then Neptune will go on to trine the Sun of those of you born around the 19th, 20th, 21st of July. And this will then continue for the rest of the year. So again, if you're born in the last 3 or 4 days of Cancer, then this is a good year for you coming up in terms of more sensuality, sensitivity, spirituality, compassion, empathy, kindness, artistry. You're going to be dancing to a different tune. You're going to find that you're more open. Uranus is also working very well with Cancer. Uranus will continue its sextile to the Sun of those of you born from the 11th to the 14th of July until mid-May. And then from mid-May onwards, it will move forward and start sextiling the Sun of those of you born from the 15th to the 19th of July. In both of these cases, those of you born towards the end of Cancer, you're in for a year where there's the opportunity for a lot more stimulus, novelty, originality, innovation, excitement. But it's windows of opportunity. You will see them, and if you take them, good things will happen. And if you don't take them, you lose nothing, although complacency is a sin in my book. Saturn will start the year trining the Sun of those of you born from the 25th of June through to the 3rd of July. And this is particularly strong around January, February through to late March. And from late March onwards, Saturn will then move into a new cycle, excuse me, where it trines the Sun of those of you born from the 4th to the 11th of July. And this will then last for the rest of the year. So those middle Cancerians, born from the 4th to the 11th, it's a very good year for you in terms of gradual, steady, solid, stable, consistent work. Which doesn't sound a lot of fun, but it's reliable. You can get a lot done and get some good results. And Jupiter will be working well with many of you. Jupiter's going to be sextiling the Sun of almost all of you. All of you from, say, the 27th of June onwards, from the start of January through to the end of May. And then it moves into Gemini and a whole different cycle begins, which won't affect you. So with Jupiter sextiling your Sun in the first 5 months of the year, Saturn trining many of your suns all year, Uranus sextiling your Sun all year, Neptune trining your suns all year. And of course, this isn't all of you, but it's many of you. So the reverberations and the echoes are going to go out into the world. I'm not saying this because I'm biased. I'm saying it because astrologically it's true. Cancer is the most fortunate sign to be over 2024. But don't get complacent. There are a couple of trigger points. When both Mercury and Venus together move into Cancer on the 17th of June, just before that, the day or two before that, they will both square Neptune. So that could be a little bit problematical. And also, on the 3rd of November, Mars in the sky passing at the very end of Cancer will pass opposite Pluto at the very end of Capricorn. So those of you born at the very end of July, 21st, 22nd of July, or those of you with planets at 29 Cancer, need to be cautious around the 3rd of November. But these are minor issues. As far as 2024 goes, Cancer, it's not quite make hay while the sun shines, but it is. Put your foot on the accelerator. Don't ram it to the floor, but slow, steady, consistent, gradual push forward over the course of this year. It is a good year. The majority of you should end the year in a better position to which you started. And if that's not good for you, then you expect too much of yourself. Have a good year.